Welcome back to Lone Oak Farm 17 for episode 14 with me, MrSealyp. Well, tomorrow morning is going to be incredibly busy. I've got grass to do now, but Jockey Inc. has been inundated with offers, with contracts, with various different things. JP was so happy with the contract and the speed with which it was done for the wood chips and the lumber. I got the 30,000 that was owed, plus a £25,000 bonus on top. Thank you very much for that, JP. I've been contacted by Jake's Chip Factory. I did some contracts for for Jake's Chip Factory on Oakfield. I think maybe Sussex as well. I think I've got to do some potatoes for him anyway, but he's now asked for sunflower because he's going to experiment doing sunflower chips. I think crisps, obviously the English version. Mike's Machinery have been in touch with Farmer Min here at the store. They're prepared to give me, which is a bit bizarre, a Brent, I think Avalanche, auger wagon. So we might trade in the auger wagon we've got for the Brent, so we kind of offset the cost. Nick's Forestry up in Canada have offered me field 10 for 10,000 litres of wood chip, which we can do very, very quickly. He's in Canada and it's kind of like a triangle affair of business, in that I'm going to do the wood chips for him. A friend of his that lives south of the border here in Oregon owes him some contract work, so they're going to give me field 10 in payment that they owe him. It's very complicated, but anyway, so I'm going to get field 10 out of it, so I'm more than happy with that. Oh, Stevie's skid and load, the equipment I sorted and bought the other day, and when I left Sussex Farm, I didn't return the forklift trucks. I was supposed to return them and I forgot, so Stevie's been on the blower. I do apologise for that, and the guys there at Sussex will get those returned, Stevie, as soon as possible. I do apologise. At some point today, the rat bales will be ready and I can get those off to Virtual Farm, wasn't it? I can't remember who the actual name of it was. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of talking here at the start, but a lot has happened since I last was on here, so I'm just trying to make sure I kind of get with everything. I'm going to sell this, the disc spine. It's been jet washed and cleaned, and by Harper Farms, that was it. It's just come to me, Harper Farms. So what we'll do is we're going to sell this, 12,000. That's not too bad. I'm going to go around to the front. And we're going to get right, mowers. We're going to get the front Novacat 301 ED for 11,000. And we're going to get the Novacat 302 ED side mower. I'm not going to get the double mowers on the back of the butterflies. That's 42,000. That's quite a bit. So I'm going to get this one as well. So I've just spent 20. I made 12 back, so it's only technically cost me 8,000. But then, to be fair, I got the bonus from JP. So, you know, I'm quids in really. It's all working out all right. Although I'm pretty sure that isn't supposed to happen. Okay, well, you know, doesn't look too good, but we'll sort something out. Now, as well as all the contracts and everything else that I've got, the world's gone mad. The world's gone absolutely mad. With Gamescom going on at the moment, on Twitter I've been posting tweets and retweeting. Let's fold that up. There we go. That Farming Simulator have posted. They won Best Simulator, which is incredible. It's absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's not incredible. It's amazing. It's really, really cool. And obviously there was the new trailer that's showing all sorts of amazing stuff. If you haven't had a look at it already, go over to Farming Simulator website, check it out in the newsfeed. There's the link there to the trailer, the video, and it is brilliant, showing new machinery, hardy sprayers. It's showing a little bit about the weed situation. When you're spraying the weeds, they're actually turning brown and dying behind the sprayer. There was footage of the horse being ridden by a female rider. The light, the colouring, the textures, John Deere harvester. I mean, so much going on, which is just incredible. And then this morning, while I sat down to go through all my correspondence like I normally do, checking Twitter, checking Discord, checking my YouTube comments, responding to everything that needs to be responded to, going onto Facebook, someone had sent me a link from a German YouTuber who has got actual it's the preview version, because they're at Gamescom and they're kind of playing it, of the game. It's all in German, but I've reposted that onto my Facebook page. It is incredible. It shows the machinery store. It shows the attachments for hoses from a front seeder to the back. There's so much on there, I can't remember it all. I've only watched through it once, and I'm definitely going to watch through it a few more times, because there's so much on there. So I would urge you, whiz over to my Facebook page. I did post a link on there. Have a watch. I would imagine over the course of today, the video is going to be popping up all over the place as people are going to start getting a bit of gameplay out at Gamescom. So yeah, loads going on, loads of awesome stuff. Now I'm up here at Cowboys Forestry, and I did the contract for JP and came up here and cleared the wood. I was then contacted by Cowboy Forestry to say that I was actually felling their lumber. This all belongs to them, because if you remember, just over there through the trees there was where I did the trade in the other episode, and I bought them some equipment and I had their old pickup. I then came over here and did a load of forestry, and yeah, I was cutting down their trees, although they did say, to be fair, I was messaged by a couple of people saying that fire regs do state that trees have to be a certain distance, was it 30 feet, something like that, away from a property. So I've done a bit of a kind of service here. What they have asked me to do is pick up a stump grinder that they've purchased, and that they just want me to deliver it. I'm going to bring it up here for them. I'll actually take it to the shed, I think. So I'll be kind of providing a service, but they did say that I can cut the grass. Of course I can, not a problem at all. So I'm going to start off. Let's fold that down, turn it on, drop it down. Let's go to the back corner, fold that down, turn it on, drop it down. So what we are going to do is cut grass. This will be for the prospect of getting sheep, because like I say, I was asked for 11,000 litres. Oh, stump. Stump grinder. For 11,000 litres of wool, which I can't provide, but I'm thinking of getting some sheep. I've also been contacted by Cody Struble from Spring Creek Cattle Company. I did a contract for him on Sussex Farm, and they've asked me for a favour, not for a contract, interestingly enough. The favour is that a friend of theirs, they're supplying with yearling heifers, I think it was, but the guy they're supplying them to, have I reached the edge of the map? This is going to be, I have, haven't I? Oh, thought I'd better cut all of that. Yeah, they're supplying yearling heifers, but the guy they're supplying to, his barn and pasture isn't complete and hasn't got fencing around it yet, so they can't supply to him until he's ready. Yep, I'm right up against the edge of the map. That could be why this is playing up. Okay, let's try a different route. So they've asked me, as an interim kind of favour, can I house the cows, 30 of them, until they're ready for delivery. So it's really just cow sitting. I'm you know, I'm not going to own them, they don't belong to me, but one bonus from that is I'm allowed to keep the profit from the milk they produce while I've got them. So I've got to feed them and look after them, but I will get to have all the milk. So yeah, so technically I won't own the cows, they won't be mine. I say mine, Jockey Inks, but we're going to be kind of doing a favour for a friend kind of thing. I'm not sure when that's going to be happening, but that will be happening at some point, because we do need to get that underway, the same as with the sheep, and we need to get the pigs sorted out first. And don't want to jump ahead of myself and do too many things at once, otherwise it all gets a little bit complicated. But just to let you know, all of these contracts, all of these things are in the pipeline. They are all coming. Lots to do. I will need to get down here with the windrow this, and then I'm going to need to lease a loading wagon to collect, and we'll take it and we'll put it into storage. Just a bit of extra grass. If I do that 10k of wood chips very, very quickly, which shouldn't take me too long at all, if I get field 10, I think field 10 is grass as well, every litre of grass I get is going to be feed for the sheep, so it kind of makes sense. It's just gone a little bit glitchy. Not glitchy, but kind of laggy. I've noticed it's gone a little bit jerky all of a sudden. Probably the proximity of all the trees, I would imagine. But having these two together is just a little bit wider than the disc spine on its own, which means I should be able to cut stuff quicker. And generally speaking, I've normally gone for the triple mower setup, so I wanted to do something different again. Plus, I've used the Chrome Big M quite a lot. That was the other thing, obviously, that popped up in that game trailer, was the Chrome Big M 450. Let's turn that off. Lift it. Fold it. Front, off, lift, and fold. Yeah, so that looks like it's going to be standard in game, rather than having it as a mod, so that's going to be quite cool right from the offset. Right, that's that bit done. So I've got the Fiat Agri over on field 50, and that is fertiliser spraying. Field 1 has been done. All the bits that I said when I started off spraying in the last episode, that's all been done off screen. So if we look in the map now, we should see. Yeah, it seems to have gone a little bit haywire somewhere. Where's it gone? The vehicle's not showing. So we're just driven off somewhere. I don't know. Could be anywhere by now. Yeah, so I've started doing field 50. I think where the rocks are, it's kind of turned around and it's missed a couple of bits down here. But field 49 is done. Field 45 is done. 35 I've done before. 32 was alright. 29, 20 were done. Field 1's been gone over as well. So all of the fields that we own, just got to finish off 50 here, are all on maximum fertilising state. So we're good there. That's all happy days. So where am I heading to now? What I will do, I think, I'll take this over to field 10. I'm thinking I could do with another tractor. Oh, that sounds ridiculous. I've got the Big Bud, but obviously that's very big. I'm thinking it might be time for another tractor. It's just having the money though, isn't it? Where's all the traffic? So where's field 10? So field 50 is done, and I've been over fertiliser spreading the southern fields, the extra ones that we've got. The potato ones were at full fertilising state, but the two soybean fields that I've done weren't. I did mention that Jake's chip factory wanted 35,000 litres of sunflower. We don't own a field with sunflower in. However, just to my left here, there is a field with sunflower in. So I'm thinking, again, we've got that little bit of extra from JP, whether or not to buy this field. It's going to be way more than we need, but then we own another field, so we're expanding the farm. So what I'm going to do, what's interesting is in the seeding, I think I managed to get some corn here by mistake. I don't know how I managed to do that, but I'm going to see what the contract's available on it. While I'm doing the contract, get on the blower to Mr. McClung of Jockey Inc. fame, and see if we can buy this. We've got the money. How much is the field anyway? 98,000. 6.19 hectares. It's a fair sized field. What I might do though, let's find a job. That'll take 19 minutes. So I think what I'll do, let's do a contract. I'm not going to bother with the weight. I don't need that, I don't think. If I do a job, get the price down a little bit, only a little bit. While I'm doing that, let's get that open. Speak to the boss, see if we can buy it, and then we can fulfill another contract. It's $45,000 for 35,000 litres is what they're prepared to pay. So, in all honesty, I think that's not too bad at all. So what I'm going to do is do this contract, get on the phone, find out what's going on. Hopefully we finish this contract. The price will have dropped a little bit. Again, it's not going to be fantastic yield. This field won't have been ploughed. This is the first fertilising state we'll be getting on it. So hopefully we might get 3 states. I don't know how far through the cycle is. We might get 1 more state. I don't know. We'll see. And then we'll get as good a yield as we can from it. That's going to be the best bet. While I've been doing this, one of the workers has collected 10,000 litres of wood chips from the wood chip storage over in the forest, that direction somewhere. That's over at the sawmill to be sold. So once I've done this, we'll get over there, we'll get that sold, then we'll get field 10. It's all very complicated. And we'll kind of bounce around between the fields. That's me saying I need another tractor. I've got the Challenger. I completely forgot about that. So I'll stick the windrow on the back of the Challenger. We'll get over to the bit of forestry where I've already cut the grass. Get that windrowed. But anyway, like I say, lots going on. I'm also considering, I don't know how people would feel about this, I'm considering shortening the video length, because I'm feeling that 40 minutes, and some of them go up to 44, is a bit of an unwieldy beast. They're quite long episodes, and I know that people like to be able to kind of watch a video, whether it's in a break time, a lunch break when they're at work, or they get in, stick a video on quickly. I'm starting to kind of understand from other people's perspectives. For me, 40 minutes is 40 minutes. That's, you know, I'll do the video, and I'm concerned if I cut it too short. It keeps doing that. If I cut it shorter, I can't get enough done in an episode. But I do worry that they're a bit long for people to watch. You know, it's just like sitting down to watch an episode of a television series, isn't it? 40 odd minutes. So I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I know most people say they're more than happy to watch 40 minutes. I didn't know whether maybe just dropping down to 30 now rather than 40, 44. It would probably mean each Let's Play would have more episodes in then, because obviously I would still need to get all the work done. It just wouldn't be done. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud. I just, you know, whatever you think. What do you think? So, anyway, like I say, I'm going to finish this off screen, and we'll see what's occurring after I've done this. I shall see you in a bit. The boss has given us the green light. We are good. That's all sprayed. We just made 2,000 or whatever it was it said. Oh, my mind's gone blank already. So, how much has this come down in price? 96 to us, come down about £2,000. So we got paid 2 and a bit grand. It come down £2,000, so about £4,000 in pocket. Let's buy it. Okay, Jockey Inc. owns another field. So we'll get out and we'll spray this on the next growth stage. Hopefully we'll get 1 more at least, if not 2. And then we should be able to fulfill Jake's chip factory contract for sunflower. Okay, and we are expanding the farm the whole time we're doing it. Back into... the fit angry. Actually, we can go across the field with the row crops on. We'll be fine. I need to refill this, and then we'll get that over to the south fields. And you know, by the Lone Wolf sell point, which is in the south east corner of the map. I have to think for a minute there. And then I'll get myself over to the wood chip sell point. We'll get the wood chips sold, the 10k, or delivered, dispatched, whatever you want to, however you want to look at it, off to Nick's Forestry, and then that'll give us field 10. Right. I know I've repeated myself a couple of times. I'm just in my head going through, making sure I don't forget. Now, I might even mow the cow pasture, because until we've got cows in there, I'm not quite sure when we're going to take delivery of those. We're okay, so let's do have a big bag on the floor, I think. I'm not sure how much is in it. We'll line up next to the big bag. Installed. Right, that can be filling. Actually, I'll turn the engine off. That is either filled or being refilled. Anyway, I've got to get this wood chip situation sorted out, and then one of the workers will get over. Actually, what I will do, I might as well, rather than doing journeys with nothing, I'll grab the windrower, which is back here. I'm not tedding. I'm going to do field 44 later in the year, ready for winter. I will cut and ted field 44 to give us hay, but for the time being we want grass, and I just think windrowing it is going to make it a lot quicker. So we'll get this down. Just saves me going anywhere with nothing in tow, or walking then coming back for this later on. That just doesn't seem to make any sense. Yeah. I apologise if I seem disjointed. I've got all these things buzzing around my head after watching the Gamescom trailer and then watching the footage, the actual in-game footage video that I saw earlier on. I've got all this stuff, all these ideas, all these things, and you know, your brain's trying to process everything you've seen, trying to make sense of everything, you know. And then I'm trying to do my farming on here and talk while I'm doing it, and you know, multitasking. So that's field 10. Right, yep, truck's already there. Let's pull over. Jump out. Getting quite a few contracts from Canada. It's quite cool. 10,003 litres. After I did my last... Have I still got a log in there? No way. Okay. Yeah, after I did my last episode, I had quite a few, not the last one, yeah. I had quite a few people commenting to say how tight this yard is. And it is, to be fair. Fairly tight. It's not the easiest to get in and out of, but it's possible. That said, with a 70,000 litre trailer, one of the BSM ones, I don't think. I mean, you can do it, but it would be quite a squeeze, I think. Well, that's that done. I've got a log still here. Did that get missed? Okay, right, well that's that done. So, another job. This, going to go on windrow, and then hopefully once we start on that, phone calls will have been made and field 10 should be released into our custody, so to speak. thinking I might swap these round actually. I might put the mowers on the Challenger and then I'll do the windrowing with the case, I think. Yep. Do I want to do it now? I'll have a think, I'll have a think. Yeah, quite possibly. Okay, now it's nearly 20 past 11. Field 10 is ours. The transaction has been done. I'm trying to work out now, once this is Windrose Road, how I'm going to collect it. Because I'm thinking I could use the snowblower on the front of a vehicle and maybe have the dolly with the trailer I've got. I could just lease a a loading wagon was the word I meant to say. I think that's as good as that's going to get. I think what I might do off screen, once I've done all of this, all the fields I have got, everywhere I can cut grass, I might just go around and just cut anything I can find. I did think about buying, actually, I've tried, this is a lot of expense, but I've got a lot of silage bales to sell. I'm hoping to make a bit of money on those. What I'm thinking of doing is buying the grass field over near the sheep pasture. It's a big field, don't know what it will cost to buy, but I might look at it. It's got to be an option, surely. That will certainly make it a lot easier for collecting. Over to field 10. I've been playing vehicle musical chairs, and this is where we've all stopped. The truck trailer is there. The truck's here. I've changed the Challenger and put standards on, but what I've done, I've leased, not bought. I've bought a dolly, leased a dolly, not bought a dolly, and I've leased the snowblower. I think combined that came in at about $1,200. I think wasn't very much at all to lease them both. It was cheaper than buying or leasing a loading wagon, so I thought it was a better option. Just for the time being, I might well get a loading wagon at some point, but I'll see how this goes. So this I will then hook up to the semi-trailer. The case has now got standard tyres, which was on it. That's now got the mowers on, and I bought the Fiat Agri over, and the Fiat Agri I've swapped over to standard tyres, and that's now got the windrow on the back of it. So I thought this would be better for pulling the semi, depending on how full it gets, I suppose. So anyway, this is what I'm going with. We'll give it a go. No, it's not conventional. If anything, it's very, very unconventional. I just realised I'm facing the wrong way to go up the lane on. Of course I am. Right, so... Okay, right, I'm going to turn around now, aren't I? That was silly. Obviously, backing up is going to be incredibly difficult because it's a dolly. This is only a temporary thing, really. It's just to try it out, and I've done it before with lorries and all different things. So, what do I want now? Drop it down, and fingers crossed. Oh, it's going into the trailer. That's the main thing. So this is where now it gets a little bit trickier. Okay. I think we're going to get a fair bit of grass. If I can manage to, the trouble is because it's very long. Turning it around is proving slightly more difficult than I had anticipated. There we go. Excellent, right, so turn it off, lift it up, off to field 10. And this process will continue pretty much around the map, wherever I can get grass from, really. Well, we've got 43,000 litres in it. It's supposed to hold 47. It's spluttering a little bit now. It doesn't seem to want to know. So this will now go to the main farm silo and be put in storage. That's not bad. 43,000 litres already, and I'm nowhere near finished on that field. Plus I've got loads more to do. So as far as sheep fodder goes, we're on the right track. I did cut all the way down the side of this field as well on my way through. So all of this will now be collected. Sheep will be following, but that will be after a few of the contracts I've got to do. That will be when I've sold a few of the silage bales. If I am going to be helping out and cow sitting, one of those stacks of bales, silage bales, I'm going to keep because we're going to need the silage. I had a fantastic comment made on one of my videos by Luke. Luke asked why I was stacking up pink wafer biscuits. I loved that. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Luke. I'm glad you're watching and enjoying watching. So this, hopefully, if I can line it up right and not make an absolute hash of it, will go into storage. And like I say, I will continue. The rest of this I'm going to do off screen. And we should be on our way. Maybe this wasn't the best place to put this, but we'll see how we get on. The unload symbol should come up in a second, like so. If we check in storage, scroll on to grass. There we go, it's going up. And I've only got 119,000 litres of wood chips left according to that as well. So wool price would be up high, wouldn't it? Well, I haven't got any. Never mind. Right, anyway, so we have come to the end of this episode. Sheep fodder. We did it. We've made some. There was a little bit of messing around with bits of machinery, and we did get the spraying finished on the fields we needed to get finished on. A few bits of equipment leased. I'm not sure this is the best setup. I think a loading wagon would work better. I'm thinking I might lease the Stroutman, the 50,000 litre one. I think it's about 11,000. That might work out so much easier than doing this, and it's a lot more manoeuvrable and controllable. So I may well do that. I thought I'd give this a go. You never know. It just, I don't know whether it's the trailer combination with the trailer and the snowblower. It just doesn't seem to like it very much. I think adding the dolly in sends the trailer back a little bit further. I don't know. There's a whole host of reasons that could be causing it to be a little bit, dare say difficult. It's a little bit difficult. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.